Chris here with my Solfachord canine list for my Doom of Dimensions pre-release. I ended up getting fourth. I went 3-1. My only loss being to Yummy Mitsurugi specifically. Droll hurts us in a way no one ever could. I learned the deck maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. I had all the old stuff, so I figured I could build this and have fun. Everything is common, so that made it quite nice to pick up. Like within 5 minutes of everyone opening packs, I had everything for this, so very happy for that. One outlier is I didn't get Jax in time for a tournament to start. I ended up getting it like after round 4 finally, but oh well. Deck performed really well. I won against Fire King, Draco Tail, and Tearlament. Honestly, not the best way to show off the deck, but really fun deck. We were on 3 Gracia. On summon, we grab a spell or trap card. It's also a level 5, so we can summon it off Jokul. Off of the new stuff, we have Primoa. Primoa is a search for a Solfachord card, and then if you link summon a Grand Solfachord while you control it, you can add a card from graveyard, or extra deck, I think. I'm not going to read that. From graveyard is what matters. So you can recycle your Happiness, and Happiness lets you pen summon again. 3 Cutia, it's not full combo on its own, but if you open Cutia and Gracia, you can combo off of that. So I prefer playing the 3 Cutia instead of like the 2 that a lot of other people were playing. We're playing 2 Solfachord, another one of our new cards. Solfachord has the effect to special summon it if you control a Solfachord, and then you can summon a card from your hand, or you can tribute it as cost to summon a card from grave or extra. Yep. Face up extra. Onto the canine package. We're just playing proper canine. So 3 Yuzuna. This doesn't really come up against Yummy, however it did come up against the Yummy Mitsurugi because they have, of course, the Mitsurugi cards. 3 Jokul. Jokul plus Gracia is full combo, and we play 3. Off of our new card, we are playing the 1 Noroi. Noroi it's a fantastic card that only came up once, and the only time it did come up was for the Saryuja combo to grab a card. And luckily enough, I was able to grab Primoa, and Primoa is full combo. So that was very nice. Lantern, Lupus, self-explanatory. For our spells and traps, we are playing 3 Happiness. It's another new card. It's just Pendulum Call, except it doesn't have that protection effect. So it's a optional, not cost, so it's a discard to then search for 2 Solfachord Pendulum monsters with different scales. And then it has another effect. You can use it to give you another pendulum summon, so being able to add it back off of Primoa is really nice. The third effect is to special summon your pen scales. You can only use one of the effects, or each effect once per turn. So you can keep using them if you have a handful of them. And my camera is going back and forth. Yay. When we play the 1 Elegance, Elegance is put a card into your pen or your extra deck face up to set the pendulum scales, so it can't be ashed. There's not really anything that can interact with it in modern Yu-Gi-Oh right now, unless it's a Psy-frame. But I'm not really scared of Delta. We're playing 2 Chaotic Elements for the search, and then 1 Case of Canine. So I was debating about playing 2, but it's not. It's okay. It's cute to play 2, but we have quite a lot of interaction because we have 3 cards, being 9 cards technically, off of the Solfachords that just convert into full canine, so I'm not too worried. And then we play the one released. I opted to main released because I felt like it's a really nice interaction. Although I have not been able to pull this off against the tier limit player. I got super polyed, which is really sad. I don't like it. And then like even the Fire King player for some reason super polyed me, so I just never got to trigger my force released. Hand traps. 3 Fua. Fua is mandatory. 3 Ash for the Fua. And also Branded Fusion. Really good card. 3 Imperm. I don't like Imperm in this in K9, to be honest. It's good in K9, but then like if you trigger a Yuzna, the Imperm's kind of dead. If you're already established a board with Pendulum cards, and like let's say they Lightning Storm your front row, or like they break your front row, Imperm is kind of dead in hand if you draw it, because you have Pendulum Scales. So I've never liked Imperm and Pendulum, so I might cut this out for Ghost Bell or Ghost Ogre. Then finally, for our 12th slot, we're playing the Herald. Herald came up just about every time. So you can negate the Draco Tail effect of fusion, you can negate Drolls, you can negate Nibs, Ogres, Ashes, whatever. I opted not to negate Ogre on Ripper because I just made another Ripper later on, which is really nice, especially like if a player theoretically has Nib, we'll just make the second Ripper. Extra. Cooley came up every single time. Fantastic card. My stuff can't be negated if it's pointing to it, and it is a Omni Negate. I am playing the Musicia. When I Pendulum Summon, I can target a card and then add a monster from my deck. It never came up, so honestly I don't know what this does. Add a Solfachord whose level equals the pen scale. So, summon Cutia, I can add Coolia from deck, which is nice. And we do side Coolia. Beyond, then Exceed. Beyond is for main combo. Exceed is for extension. It did come up. I ended up having to... They super polyed my board, but they left the... What is it? They left IP on board and then a Pendulum on board. So then I used Exceed with the Pendulum, and then I used Exceed to revive a Gracia from graveyard. Then using Lupus, I overlaid with the Gracia into another Ripper, and that was able to go around a bunch of stuff. So I do really like the idea of making Exceed off of things. We're playing the IP, we're playing SP, kind of mandatory. Access Code came up a lot. It's just big dude do big damage. Saryuja. Saryuja is how you convert the K9 into your archetype of choice, mine being Solfachord. I'm opting to play 2 Ripper because we can make the second one, and especially like again if they ogre the first Ripper, like that's fine. I'll let that go through. Playing the Werewolf. Werewolf was not ever played. There's nothing at all that like let me play the Ripper, because every time I made it, these got super polyed. Like, okay, that's great, love it here. Vinmana came up a couple times, but like it was really just like a win more card for me. Valen and Delirious assemble Robin. They both of these are always your end board pieces. They came up every single time. Sky Crisis, this did not come up at all. Aside from like Lunalight, which I did see Lunalight at our event, but I did not face them gladly. It stops them from like being able to activate their Lunalight card because the opponent, it affects the opponent. And then honestly, I don't really like Sky Typhon. I might just take it out for Jax. kind of unsure what I want to do with Jax, but I think that's what I'll take out. My side deck. Let's see. Am I going first cards? Another case. I felt like playing the other case just like to make sure I can play the game is a little bit better. Thrust and talent, just in case I get ashed or impermed or not impermed, but like the mirror match. Called by, and then a Coolio and a Magician Rainbow. So Coolio is really interesting on field. It can pop a card, quick effect, for attack points that are lower than 300 multiplied by the highest scale. So normally we have a scale 9, 300 times 9, 2700, so it can pop that. Rainbow Magician is funny, but I don't think it's all that great against like Yummy, because they're forced to set their cards, but that's fine. They'll just set a Imperm or a quick play spell. So this honestly never came up. But you can search it with Pendulum Beyond, and I do think it's worth looking into. Again, for Yummy, we're playing Dark Rulers, we're playing Lightning Storms. Because we have Thrust, I don't really care about the third. For the Mitsurugi matchup and the Lunalight matchup, we have Droll. Droll's fantastic, especially like into this deck. Honestly, I've been debating about cutting Ash or siding Ash and then maining Droll, and I think from going today forward, I will do that. Because I knew we had Lunalight players, I am siding to Gamma Seal. I'm not really worried about consistency. We can just make Saryuja and then draw into it after we deck thin a bit. So that's it for my side. Other than that, I don't really care about showing off combos because other people can do that for me. The deck is phenomenal. I don't think it's like better than Vanquish Soul K9 in its prime. Honestly, I think this is probably going to be like a high tier 2, low tier 1. Like it doesn't do anything that other decks are doing. If anything, it's just like a bunch of interactions, but it's not degenerate interactions. So, oh well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.